use the tagline, enjoy the fight. You know, a lot of the times when people take martial arts for the first time, if they kick or they spar, they're very scared. You know, it's a very foreign concept to hit and to get hit. And we know as martial artists that is the best time to thrive and to grow, is when you're put into uncomfortable situations. And quite frankly, that's why, you know, parents chose to put their kids into martial arts, so that they can learn to defend themselves and also learn these core values of self-discipline, focus, and all that. So we want to make sure that they enjoy that process, enjoy that fight. And so in this picture, actually, notice where their eyes are looking at, right? They're looking straight at the lights. Why is that? One, because humans are very much like moths. We're attracted to lights. But second, the goal is very clear here. Without any sort of scoring system, and you know, quite frankly, we can't watch every single student in our class. We're one instructor, maybe two, 30, 40 kids. There's no way we're watching everybody. And the parent knows that too, by the way, right? But with this system, they know immediately what the score is, whereas before they had to literally guess. So we ask them to hit, we ask them to get hit, but we don't tell them what the score is, right? But with this, they know exactly what the objective is, and they're looking straight at that objective. And now the focus goes away from hitting, getting hit, and to accomplish an objective. And so now they enjoy that process a lot more. And you can see it again in these kids' eyes. And so, you know, we see a big drop-off when sparring is introduced. Industry standards are about 55% of students drop out when sparring is introduced. Because again, we ask a lot out of them. Get hit, but don't tell them the score. And we don't have time as instructors to go around seeing everybody. And so, you know, it costs us a lot to lose students. It's a lot more expensive to get a new student than it is to keep an existing one. And so, you know, some of the stuff that we see for the main common reasons for students leaving is they're not seeing improvement, they're bored because of repetitive drills, and they're scared of sparring. So how do we address that? So, not seeing improvement. So, there's this game called Hit Meter, and it's one of the 10. And this one is very straightforward. It shows you how hard you hit, right? I'm going to go ahead and set it up and start this game. The way I like to use it in my classes is I put this on a weight master. I line the kids up, 10, 20, and they start. I say right leg roundhouse kick open. Okay, they hit it. Bobby hits it. He gets to here. He knows exactly how hard his right leg roundhouse kick is now, and so does everybody else, right? And they're all self-correcting themselves. So the next person goes, they hit, okay, I got the red. Now that last boy that went, he's like, okay, this person got red. How did they get red? Why did they get red? I want to get to that level, right? So not only are they self-correcting themselves, they're comparing themselves against each other, and this is telling the student exactly what's going on. So you have time to go around and maybe correct certain kids' forms who maybe need a little bit more help, and those that you don't have time to get around to are being helped by the vets and being told what their technique is, how is it looking in terms of power in this case. And we have games for reaction, stamina, and all that. So they see that improvement right away, right? So that was one of the reasons why students leave. Boredom with repetitive drills. So, you know, it's hard to sometimes to come up with content that the students are really interested in. And especially if you're not giving that direct feedback right away. So we have on our website, 2020armor.com/drills, a huge list of drills that cover stuff from speed, power, timing, blocking, reaction, all these different types of games. There's one called Oddball, which is actually similar to video games like Halo, or old school games like Hot Potato. And the whole while they're learning core elements of martial arts, but you're changing it up and you're allowing them to play and learn these concepts in a format that they're very comfortable with and what they're used to, which is this instant feedback and again knowing what's going on. And then lastly, scared of sparring, right? I talked about that example earlier on where they don't know the score when they spar, but they sure heck know where the score is when they're playing soccer, basketball, and hockey, right? And so this allows them to really understand what's going on, provide that instant feedback, and change that focus from hitting and getting hit to bringing down the lights. So that's how we help you retain more students. Oh, one last quick one was, this kind of came up just the other day, targets. Oh my gosh, right? When you have kids holding targets for each other, that's like the worst thing ever when you have a really bad target holder, and it's quite a lot of them, especially when they're young. And so parents are annoyed because if your kid is the one being partnered with a bad target holder, you know, that class sucks for them, quite frankly, right? And they can get hurt and all that kind of stuff. So what we like to do is get rid of the target holding altogether. We still teach that as something that they should learn, and that is something very important. But interject or replace that, you know, maybe half of the time with the vest. So you put the vest on the bob or wave master, and the students hit that, and then they again see that instant reaction and feedback. The students getting a high quality training experience. The parent is seeing that as well, so they're happy with that. So they're going to keep, you know, the kids in there longer, and no one's getting hurt from holding targets incorrectly.